We're on day 32.
This is what I have to deal with.
Look at how pretty.
That was another rodent.
Look at there. Thank you.
Wow, that is cool.
That's pretty cool. Stop the spread of invasive exotic plants. Use it to clean your boots right there. Or shoes, whatever. All right. We're headed up, and look, they're all in bloom. Oh, how beautiful. Yep.
Up there somewhere?
We were up there somewhere.
Yesterday. Yesterday.
Oh, it's so pretty. Okay. Well, today is going to take forever simply because of this. So we're going up. Sorry for the heavy breathing, but I want to show you all this. Of course, it doesn't come off as this spooky looking on the video as it does in person. Just popped out of the forest to this view. Still going up a little. But man, that's gorgeous.
Oh, so that's where we started.
Yeah.
See,
down there.
that's what I like. When you're able to see stuff like that.
That's where we came from. Let's get up here to the bald. Look at that view. Yes, we've only gone 10 feet, but I'm showing it to you again. Today's gonna be a long day. Because I'm gonna be stopping every 2 seconds to do this. But there's a parking lot down there. Got a cloud rolling in. You see it? Picture where, baby?
You'll see it. See, there's boards.
Oh,
Picture boards.
there's information boards. And our new motto is, we will always take the blue blaze. Well, unless it just leads to water and we don't need water, but you know what I mean.
Hello, birdie.
All right, so you want to do the right or the left first?
All right.
Okay. Go here to the right. All right, coming to the board. And I do have some history information to tell you about. Since we're up here, I was going to do it at Carvers Gap and I totally forgot. Guys, look at this view. All right, let me catch my breath real quick. I'll be back. Yeah, that cloud's fixing to put it behind it. I'm almost positive it's that right there.
Well, what's Mount Mitchell?
That's the highest point in North Carolina that we can't get to
couldn't
because the
get
road's
to?
closed.
Oh.
Yeah. So this is just, talks about Round Bald. We're at 5,826 feet. And we're looking into North Carolina right now. As soon as we go over there, we'll be looking into Tennessee. But while we're up here, I thought I'd give you some information that I was going to give at Carvers Gap. Babe, can I see my notes? While y'all enjoy this view and my poles go haywire. All right, in 1780, during the peak of the American Revolution, British General Charles Cornwallis kicked off his invasion of the southern colonies by capturing Charleston, South Carolina, and winning a battle against American forces at Camden. Feeling pretty confident about South Carolina, he then marched north towards Charlotte. While on the move, Cornwallis sent out a group of loyalists led by Major Patrick Ferguson to stir things up in Western Carolina. To deal with this situation, a bunch of frontiersmen from the mountains of what's now East Tennessee, North Carolina, and Virginia gathered at Fort Watauga, which is now in present-day Elizabethton. These guys came to be known as the Overmountain Men. They crossed the Roan Highlands, which we are currently on, and to the other side of the Blue Ridge Mountains and clashed with Ferguson's forces at the Battle of Kings Mountain, coming out on top. After the battle, most of them headed back home, but a few of them decided to keep going south to join up with Daniel Morgan's troops and help clinch the American victory at Cowpens in 1781. So, if you haven't figured it out, there's Suspenders. That was Roan Mountain over there, the beginning, I believe, of what is the Roan Highlands, which we are on, and we are actually headed, well, we're going to head on over there, the other side, to show you that. But this right here is Grassy Ridge, Big Grassy Ridge. We're going up over that shortly. We got to go to, I think, Jane Bald first.
Yeah.
We've got some more history lessons coming, so stay tuned. All right, now we're looking into Tennessee. Super pretty. We can
Here's
see
Jane Bald. Oh, so that's Jane Bald right there, the little one. We go up next. And then we'll go to Grassy Ridge.
Yeah, because we go down, I think, in the, we go down into Engine Gap first, I think, but.
Well, yeah, that's right there.
Here's all this. Oh, we can also see Mount Rogers. Oh, yep, sure can. So Mount Rogers is the highest point
Virginia.
in Virginia. Let me point this out to
We're on
y'all.
Mountain, Tennessee town.
Right
Mount
there is Mount Rogers. See that big one in the back?
Oh, that big one right there?
Yep, that's
Ooh.
Mount Rogers.
Hmm.
We will be going over that when we get into Virginia. So that's kind of cool.
15 days.
And then, yeah.
There's Little Hump. Little Hump and Hump.
Do you think we go over that Snake Mountain? I think I'm going to bypass that if we do.
I don't think so.
I'm not going on any mountain that has the word snake in it.
But
That's not happening.
Little Hump and Hump. So where?
Little Hump and Hump.
Right there?
So they should be in the foreground somewhere.
Little Hump and Hump's behind that cloud.
Yeah. So we'll go over those as well.
Yeah,
I
because
don't
we
know if
go,
we'll go over
we
them
go
today,
Jane
but we'll
Bald.
see.
We go Jane Bald, and we cross over Grass Ridge, and we go down probably Sugar Mountain, Little Hump and Hump.
All right. Anyways, so there is Tennessee. We got to go that way now.
Later.
So Suspenders prefers the openness, like hiking like this type of stuff, than in dense forests, or even in a forest area, I guess, really.
Well, I mean, I like some forest,
But not the dense stuff of the
not like
Appalachian.
And it could have been because it was raining and cold and miserable, and I don't know.
I don't know, because you've always kind of not been, unless it's like one of those pine forests, you know, the
Yeah.
where it's all spread out and nice, and yeah. But look how pretty this is.
Yep.
We got a cloud rolling up. Now you can kind of understand why the fire tower on top of Roan Mountain back there didn't work out. Obviously it would be above these clouds. So you're above the clouds, you can't see what's going on underneath them. Makes a lot of sense now. All right, we are at Engine Gap, and Suspenders is going to tell us about this area.
In the late 19th century, the logging industry was booming. As forests in the lower lands were cut down, loggers began moving to the more mountainous areas in search of timber. A steam engine was set up in the gap between Round Bald and Jane Bald. This gap is still called Engine Gap to move lumber from the Tennessee side to the mills located on the North Carolina side. And then it says,
That'd be that side.
go downhill 0.3 miles to Engine Gap.
Oh, you don't need to worry about that. We're here.
Okay.
He was reading my other notes.
I was reading her notes.
He was reading my notes. All right, so here we are. We're at Engine Gap, and this is where they used to keep the steam engine. So they would move lumber from this side over here to a mill that was located in North Carolina, over there somewhere. All right, next up is Jane Bald, which is that one right there. We're gonna go and we'll have another history lesson up there. In case you're wondering what it looks like going up Jane Bald, looks kind of like this. A little bit of a view coming up. That's where we came from, over there. Well, we came from over there, but yeah. And we are still going up. That's a pretty up, ain't it? Yeah. Yeah. This cloud's rolling over what knob was that?
Round ball.
Round balls. Very pretty. We are still going up. Another view. There we are, right there. We've wasted away to nothing. It is so pretty up here, guys. This is what you're going to be seeing all day. Just views.
As long as the clouds.
Yeah, as long as they cooperate. There's going to be a lot of stopping so you can see what we see. Yeah. Gently move you back over here. We are almost to the top of Jane Bald. So close. All right, we've reached the top of Jane Bald. He's getting the notes out. I'm gonna give you a pano real quick. Get closer to him so you can hear.
So you're at 0.1 to the top of Jane.
That's close enough. It's good. The top is gonna be right there, but I don't know if the views are gonna be as good as they are right here.
All right. Jane Bald. Local legend has it that the bald was after a woman named Jane who died of milk sickness while crossing the mountain.
And there you have it. Now, is that true or not? Who knows? But that's what I found. All right, let's keep going.
So spinners here. We're at 1.4 miles. Ain't gonna say the time because we've been stopping a lot and everything, but checking in the sights. But we came from way over there. So these are the trails I like because you can see the trail and you know where you're going, and there's a lot of beautiful views, and there's Nutty Hiker, you know, everything. It's really nice. And we're going way up there. So check in when we get up there later.
Oh, sorry, babe. Okay, so here's the top of
Well, right here.
Jane Bald. Let's see.
Gray lilies.
It's just literally right up from where we were, but thought I'd go ahead and show you anyway. Clouds moved in, so we're kind of socked in right now, but
5807.
we're headed
There's a survey marker on that rock.
over there next.
Did you put a survey marker on the bald?
I don't know if there's survey markers on the Bald or not. We can go check on that rock real quick. Hold on. We're about to be attacked by the clouds. Rolling over right now. Love it when they do that. It's so cool to watch.
Except it takes away our views.
It does. It takes away our views for until they pass, but all right. Doing our triple B. Bonus Blue Blaze. All right, we're heading to the top of Grassy Ridge Bald. Something like that. Still heading up the triple B. Not even halfway up yet, I don't think.
Triple B?
Yeah, the Bonus Blue Blaze.
Oh.
So I don't have to say Bonus Blue Blaze constantly, because that's kind of a tongue twister. Whew, we're almost to the top of this bald. It's a little bit of a climb. Well, we made it. History lesson after we rest and have a snack. Yeah. All right, Grassy Ridge. Elevation's 6,109. I think is what that says. We're socked in by clouds. We're gonna wait. There's a deer looking right at us. We stopped for a snack on top of Grassy Ridge. Hi.
Hi.
Bye. All right, history of Grassy Ridge.
At the summit is a plaque to the memory of Cornelius Rex Peak, a farmer and early champion of conservation of these mountains. Mr. Peak kept cattle on the Bald and is credited with operating the farm at the highest altitude east of the Rocky Mountains. This is one of the highest grassy balds in the Appalachian Mountains, staying at 6,185 feet. The bald area atop the mountain covers several acres. That is all.
Thank you so much for that. Appreciate it.
And there are plenty of deer.
And there's plenty of deer. Here's the plaque. I showed it, but you can pause it to read if you want. And right next to it is the survey marker. Shall we go explore a little? We are socked in by clouds. They keep rolling in. Just how it goes sometimes, but we didn't care. We knew that might happen. Still wanted to knock it off our list. And I just want to point out that we got some views over here. That Bucky is with us and is hiking. See? All right. Not too bad. I wish the clouds would kind of disappear, but there's suspenders up there. See? Accidentally recording myself. Clouds parted for just a minute. Oh, let's take this trail over here. Let's see. Supposedly you can see Grandfather Mountain from here. I don't think it would be. Let me get out my viewfinder. That's pretty though. So right there in the middle, that mountain range in the back, I'm not gonna put my finger there because it's gonna try and focus on that. That's Grandfather Mountain. That's where we did the mile-high swinging bridge. Did I ever upload that video?
I don't know.
I don't think I ever uploaded that video. I think it is part of one of the videos that I did, but I didn't upload the actual Grandfather Mountain video. But anyways, that's where we were a couple of weeks ago.
Wow.
Bucky's peak bagging too. He made it. Yeah. Coming down, there's a better view of Grandfather Mountain. They call it Grandfather Mountain because supposedly that looks like an old man. I don't know. All right, I'm about to get back on the Appalachian Trail. Already back. Got back a lot quicker. Seemed to go a lot quicker, right, babe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot quicker coming back.
I know.
All
right.
Regular scheduled program.
Yeah, back to our regular scheduled program. We go this way. All right, back on trail. Oh, look at that view. So pretty through here. Been kicking lots of rocks today. Oh, it looks like the trail's fine. Ow, ow, ow. That one, I kicked that one pretty good right there. It did not move. Whew. Okay, anyway, yeah, here's the trail. Not sure what town that is, or if it's even a town. It looks like there's quite a few buildings and stuff. Anyway, that rock moves. We came upon a little cave. Suspender's phone has stopped working. It just keeps saying iPhone unavailable, try again. Oh, it's back?
Yep.
Oh. Don't know what that was about, but it's back. So that's good. That means we don't have to worry about going and try to find a freaking Apple store, which is probably who knows where. Anyways, but that's pretty cool. So we're still making our way to, well, we don't really know where because we don't know where we're stopping tonight. Stopping at this campsite to eat lunch. Yeah. It's a nice little campsite. Not bad at all. We got some rocks we can sit on. And there's a little fire pit that's not very well maintained. And a huge, weird looking log over here with some trash that I guess we'll pick up and take with us. Oh, that log. No friends?
Good. Came out.
Just got done with lunch. And we haven't decided if we're going 5 miles or 5.5. And the only reason we're hesitant about doing the 5.5 is that it's in a gap at a bald. So there's like nothing around. It's open and we don't mind the wind and stuff. But they did say that there is a chance for severe thunderstorms tonight. So, you know, like, do we chance it? You know, what do we do? What do we do? It's pretty with all the flowers blooming. Some have yet to bloom.
Here goes Nutty. Really nice coming down through this after we pass the Stan Murray shelter. Really nice so far. Catch you later.
Oh, it's a little muddy.
You know, if we
Back rock. Yeah.
we run into Gen Xers.
Oh, that would be fun. Whew. Kind of been, well, just let out in this green tunnel for a while. Of course, we have no more views, so we're just trucking along right now. Oh, let's see what this says. I think this is going to be where we go to, oh, no, this is Yellow Mountain Gap.
Place for water type there.
Okay, so yeah, this is where the shelter is, right?
Huh?
Hold on.
Oh, the barn would have been in that outing.
Yeah, so we're going to go to Overmountain. Well, it's not there anymore, but we wanted to just show y'all. So yeah, this is where it intersects with the Overmountain Victory Trail. And if you'll remember at the first part of this video, I talked about the Overmountain men and their role in the Revolutionary War. Oh yeah, it says shelter this way. Shelter's no longer there. I'm going to go ahead. We're going to take you down there. We're going to triple B it. And I'm going to see if I can get a better shot of, there is actually writing on this. Hold on. Okay, so I'm just going to read it to you because you can't really see it, but it says Appalachian Trail, Yellow Mountain Gap. Yellow Mountain Gap is the junction of the Appalachian Trail and historic Brights Trace route used by the Overmountain men to cross the mountains en route to the Revolutionary War Battle of Kings Mountain. Oh, oh, you have notes? Apparently, I took notes. We're going to let Suspenders finish this up. Go ahead.
The path through Yellow Mountain Gap was originally known as Bright's Trace, named after Samuel Bright, an early settler who refused to leave the area after the proclamation of 1763. Later, the trail took on the name of the mountain it crossed, becoming the Yellow Mountain Road. The main trail on the into the Overmountain country settlements, Yellow Mountain Gap was a crucial point along the Overmountain Victory Trail, where the Overmountain men, a group of patriot militia, crossed their own highlands in September 1780. They were on their way to engage British Major Patrick Ferguson and his loyalist forces, ultimately leading to the Battle of Kings Mountain. The Gap is the highest elevation on the Overmountain Victory Trail and for Revolutionary War activities. The side trail led to the Overmountain Shelter, a 1970s barn converted into an AT shelter in the 1990s. However, it was decommissioned in 2019 due to structural issues and has now been since torn down. That is
All right. And we are going to take y'all down there. One, we got to go get water. Two, I want to see it. Even if the barn's not there, I'll throw up a picture of it too when we get down there. I'll put a picture of what it looked like. The trail split. So we're just gonna, we took a right. Hope it's right. And where the old shelter used to be. I didn't realize that there was a road here. I thought this whole 15-mile stretch that was it. When you were in, you were in. I don't know. I'm going to show you where it used to stand. Obviously, it's not there anymore. As we said, it's been tore down. But it was really neat. Anyway, stood over here somewhere. I'm not exactly sure 100% where, but I assume over in that area. Look at this view that you get. So it's worth it to come down here, take that triple B, come down here and check it out. Yep, sad. Sad, sad, sad that it's gone. You can still camp up here though. So, all right. Let's get back to Suspenders. He's filling water. Whew. We're going up a pretty, well, that don't even look like it. Steep incline. But I turned around, saw this view. Isn't he handsome?
It's a butt kicker.
It's a butt kicker. I can't even tell. We have about 0.7 left to go. We're getting there, slowly but surely. I think we have a little under 2 miles left to our campsite. Not sure. Yeah, we're climbing Little Bald right now.
Little Hump.
Little Hump. Little Hump. I forgot, there's Big Hump tomorrow.
No, there's Hump.
Oh, there's just Hump. What's with these names? Anyway. We are almost to the top of this Little Bald. Yes, we are. We got like 0.3 to go. We're getting there. Oh, good, mud. All right, we made it to the top of, I think this is supposed to be called Little Bald, but there's lots of trees, so I don't know about that. And I don't know how many more miles we have to the shelter. Anyways, just ran into, what did we say his name was Pokeezy. He's finishing up a failed AT attempt last year, just finishing up the portions he didn't get to do. And this is one of the sections. And he's older, a little bit older than us. And hats off to him. His knees are hurting right now though, so feel your pain. Oh, I'm ready to get to the tent site and lay down. Well, you know how I thought we were on top of Little Hump Mountain? We're not. We still got another like 0.6 up to go. I misread the map. I was looking at the topo map, but I misread it where the peak was. So there's that. So that right there is the top over there. Look at that view. That's pretty.
Rock there.
Yep. Anyways, there's a rock back there for anybody following behind me. I think that is Grandfather Mountain. We're getting closer to the top. Well, we've reached the top of Little Bald.
Little Hump.
Little Hump. I don't know why I keep calling it Little Bald, okay? Giving you a 360 view. It's really pretty up here. So what you see right in front of us, that's what we get to go over first thing tomorrow morning.
Hump Mountain.
That looks fun. I think we're about a quarter mile away from camp. Well, made it to camp for the night. It is 4:30. My watch says 10.18, and that includes the side trails and stuff.
Really?
Yeah. What's your say?
9.86.
Well, I did a little bit more walking
Yeah.
than you did, so that's what that is. But anyways,
Well, mine would probably be more of the...
this is our campsite for the night. There's one other person here that we met coming up here, and he's trying to through hike as well. He's going to be, he thinks he's going to go ahead and flip up here in a little bit, or a little while, to New Hampshire, just straight up to New Hampshire. All right, let's get this tent set up. After a day of hiking, fix get myself a baby white bath. Yeah. All right, day 32 is in the books, and we made it to what campsite is this?
It doesn't have a name.
Didn't have a name.
It's a Little Hump.
It's right after Little Hump, and so we have we're gonna stop at 19E tomorrow and go to, it's the Roan Mountain one, right?
Yes.
Roan Mountain bed and breakfast, yeah, and stay the night there. Grab some more stuff from Dollar General because I think we're gonna have about a 3-day hike to Watauga Lake. We have figured out that Suspenders is his absolute max is 10 miles with his pack. I'm sore too today, so I'm just like, whatever.
Maybe like, a little speed or something.
Yeah. So we did, of course, a total of 10-ish miles, but 2 of those were triple B miles. So, they don't count as 18 miles or whatever, but we enjoyed those. And today was
a butt kicker.
Yeah, we didn't really expect it to be. Granted, I think, well, we stopped and filled up at a water source way before we needed to, before we started Little Hump, and completely, I was carrying 4 liters of water, and Suspenders was carrying like almost 3. So that was a problem, and it was at the end of the day.
But there was no water.
Yeah, there was a water source before here.
But we would have, no? Oh, yeah.
We crossed over it.
Yeah, that's right.
It was just low flow. And anyways, so we just did it. Yeah, so we're excited to see what tomorrow brings. I think we have 7 miles to do tomorrow. I think we're going to do another morning hike. So I think we're going to get up early. And there might be a thunderstorm that comes through tonight. So it just depends on how much sleep we get. And we're going to try and get to 19E by 2 p.m. That way we have a little bit of time to grab some stuff from Dollar General, plan out our next day or our next 3 days, and I can upload some videos. All right, guys. Almost forgot. My mom would me if I did not show this. Let me show y'all what we did today.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so we started at 380.8 here at Carvers Gap, right there, and we did these, and then we came down and went to Yellow Gap, and then came up to Little Hump Mountain right here. And then we are somewhere, I think we're right here at 388.7 in the book. Yeah. So we stopped right here. And tomorrow the plan is, oh, that's not going to be bad. Did you look?
Yeah, it's pretty much
we have just one, we have Hump Mountain to do.
It's pretty much downhill.
And then it's pretty much downhill.
Yeah, it's 7 miles.
Oh, yeah, we got that. Till tomorrow.
And we do Doll Flats tomorrow. We leave North Carolina.
Yes, we leave North Carolina tomorrow for good. We're done going North Carolina to Tennessee, North Carolina to Tennessee. If you did not know, the trail has pretty much been on the border of North Carolina and Tennessee for, I don't know, a very long time, and it just goes back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So we officially leave North Carolina tomorrow. We'll be excited for that. All right, till tomorrow, hike on.